Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. So I'm reviewing and ranking Let It Be before Abbey Road, even though Abbey Road came out before Let It Be. But as most of you know, Abbey Road was recorded after Let It Be. So that's why I'm reviewing it and ranking it last. So I definitely remember Let It Be coming out. And one of my older brothers had the vinyl box set that came with the book. And I remember almost within a couple of days, and I wasn't even allowed to touch his album, so I never did. But I do remember the pages starting to peel because the glue, at least in Canada, the book, the Get Back book that was included in the Let It Be vinyl, it started coming apart. It was notorious for that. And that's the first time I've said notorious on this channel. And I've got the 2009 remaster, which is excellent, from the box set, of course. I was going to ask my viewers, now this isn't too bad, but I've got some of these Beatles Apple labels, and they're so dark. And I kind of remember them being released like that, and I kind of wonder, why was it so dark? Because you could hardly read the songs on the label. Let me know in the comment section below. Came with a nice booklet. Don't worry, I'll get to the review and ranking. And the rooftop performance was just so good. Don't ever say the Beatles could not perform or weren't a great live band, because they certainly were. And of course, Billy Preston. Let's give credit to Billy Preston. Great keyboards. Piano. There's Happy George. There's Happy John. And there's Very Happy Paul. He's always happy. One thing to say about Paul McCartney, when you listen to the other Beatles songs, you know, that John mainly wrote or George wrote, you always hear Paul, his background vocals, he seems really, giving his all, right? Even with him doing the Ballad of John and Yoko with just John and Paul's playing the drums and whatever else, I think he was really supportive of the other Beatles. And then, yes, I do have Let It Be Naked, which is also good. I played this last night again. But if I had to pick between the original and Let It Be Naked, I think I would go with the original, because I love the little ad-libs on this from John and whoever else, and even the little on this, and Dig It and Maggie May, which aren't on this. I do like the way that this is, the track listing, the way it flows. And the worst thing about this is they could have easily fit Don't Let Me Down on this. So they really let us down, not putting Don't Let Me Down on the album. My favorite songs, I love, of course, Let It Be. I love the single is great, and the guitar solo by George on the single, which is also on this. But I love the more aggressive guitar solo on this one. That's on Let It Be from George. So that's probably my favorite, Let It Be, and then Two of Us, and I've Got a Feeling, and one of my favorite George songs, For You Blue. Love that. And of course, Get Back. The whole album is basically fantastic. And I've also got the box set, which is good. The remix is fine and everything. And in case you don't know, when I did my unboxing a few years back, you see you get this book, right? You open it up, and it's printed upside down, or the cover's upside down, or whatever way you want to do it. And I haven't heard of any other box set where this is an issue. I wonder if this book is worth $10 million. I'm just wondering. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but it is kind of cool also to have. So in my ranking, I have to give, I'm giving Let It Be an A. I was thinking between an A and an A+, but like I said, it's a pretty short album. I think it's something like 32 minutes or 36 minutes, and they could have easily put Don't Let Me Down on the album, and even You Know My Name, Look Up the Number would have fit on the album, and I love that song. I love the Beatles humor. So yeah, it gets a solid A, and it goes in between Beatles for Sale and A Hard Day's Night at number 8. I would love your thoughts on Let It Be in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video and have a great day, and make sure you're subscribed. Bye.